I'm excited to be with you today. One singular reason. In the next 12 to 15 minutes, I intend to help you become more innovative. But to do that, I need to share something with you. Come a little closer. What I want to share with you is a secret that will help you catapult way beyond what you would normally do. It's a little secret, but it's something that came in the last 6 to 7 years. I also need you to open your mind. Think like a 7-year-old on an iPad for the first time. So somebody's in the back of the room thinking, well, I'm in finance or I'm running a charity. Why do I need innovation? Everybody needs to be innovative. Everybody needs to have innovation in their world because it's changing so quickly. It gives you an advantage. Look at this word. It's overused. It's hyped. It's in the press constantly. It's underfunded, and the results are few and far between. But this word's really important. The Fortune 500 CEOs' top 2 priorities, innovation. So you want to make sure that you grasp this and you take it forward in your world. Look at this word. Do you see something else inside it? Yes, there's an M inside it. Now somebody in the back is saying, there's no M inside innovation. I know that. But there's something here that we can leverage. Now, when you look at innovation, if you talk to innovation people, they'll say, oh yeah, we have an innovation pipeline. We're on the path to innovation. We're walking down this road. It's a big valley. It's easy. It's a cakewalk. Let me just tell you one thing. This is reality. This is innovation. This is being innovative. It's hanging on by your fingernails. It's falling. It's getting back up. It's climbing again. It's not easy to be innovative and deliver innovation. You need an edge. You need an advantage. That's what we're focused on right here. What can I give you that you can walk out with? The innovation, the M inside of innovation is mobile. Now you all say, well, I know mobile. I have a smartphone. Well, it does start with smartphones. But look at it like a sandwich. The sandwich starts with smartphones, then tablets. Then you got mobile gaming, you got apps, you got 3G, 4G, cloud, internet, big data, etc. That sandwich, you can pull out anything you want to eat in that sandwich. But mobile is that sandwich. It's not smartphones. It's an opportunity rocket. I want you to take mobile, strap it on your back, and shoot to the moon. It's that powerful. Right now, the single most important factor driving innovation is mobile. Now, once again, it goes back to the sandwich. That could be the cloud, it could be apps, it could be mobile gaming, mobile video. Here's a crew of people that have done a nice job getting the M, doing mobile in a big way. Let's start with Steve Jobs. I'm an Apple fanboy, so I'd love to start with Steve Jobs, right? What did he do? He took an iPod company and Mac company, and he catapulted it like this with the iPhone, the iPad, and the ecosystem with apps, games, etc. So mobile was his way. Google, I love this story. Just imagine this scenario. Eric Schmidt, the CEO of Google, is on the board of Apple. He's sitting at the end of a conference room table. As Steve Jobs up front, he's got the first iPhone. He says, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come with the iPhone. Eric Schmidt sitting back and said, wow, that's a big problem for us. We're a desktop company, search engine, revenue's going nice, but we'll be a single icon on this iPhone. This will be a problem. It'll bust our business model. A couple days later, he probably went back and said, we need to go and buy a software company. And they did. They bought Android, and they turbocharged it, and they built it up. And now 80% of all smartphones have got Android on it. Now, no surprise, Steve Jobs and Eric Schmidt fell out on that one. But where has Google gone? It's driving everything right now. Let's talk about Zuck. Well, you know, he had an IPO and he made billions. Then they stumbled. The IPO didn't go well. They're a desktop-bound company. I would stand in front of people and go, let me just tell you, Zuckerberg needs to know that they are a mobile company. Because on desktop, you check in 3 times a day. But on mobile, you check in 22 times a day. So no surprise, where is it going? It's mobile. Shortly thereafter, he brought forward a whole mission to become a mobile company. And now they're back on track doing well. One of my favorites, Marissa Mayer. She's not my sister, she's not my wife, but God bless her. She goes from Google over to Yahoo. Number one mission, first thing she does, how do we shift our game and become a mobile company? She tells a story about being in the cafeteria and meeting the person that's head of mobile. How many people do we have that are on the mobile team? He said 60. Next day, she sat down with her COO and said, we need to have 250 people immediately on mobile. She shifted their game. Okay, so somebody in the back is saying, well, those are all big companies. That's their job. They need to be innovative and use mobile. So here are 3 Stanford students, actually 2 right here and a third one. And they had an idea 2 years ago. Let's send messages, let's send pictures, and have them vaporize afterwards. I know all of you know what I'm saying, because this group definitely has Snapchat, right? When I wrote this presentation, initially it was $860 million was the value, and everybody's like, $860 million, that's incredible. Last week, Facebook offered $3 billion, and the rumor right now is that Google's working on a $4 billion offer. So anybody can take mobile and drive it to a whole different level. Let me talk about you. Mobile and you. I don't expect you to create Snapchat, although you could. What I want you to do is take mobile as an ace, put it in your pocket. So when you're doing pitch day with a couple other friends, pull out the ace and throw it on the table up front in the conversation and go, do we look at it from a mobile perspective? Not just mobile on the back end doing an app, right up front in your strategy. Let's say you're with a charity and you're thinking about how do we build our plan for 2014? Pull out the lens, put on mobile and go, we need to look at this. How can we drive our donations using mobile? That's what I want you to do. Whatever you do, build mobile into your direction. Now, I'm going to give you 5 drivers. They're really enablers because they will help you get there and also dimensionalize what you can do with mobile. They're quick and it's fun. Moments of wow. The first one. The first time you saw an iPhone or an Android and you started spinning the wheels to set your clock or your alarm clock or whatever, or you started playing tandem games, you said, wow, this is awesome. That's what mobile's about, moments of wow. You can be a business or you can be a consumer using it, but it's about those moments and enhancing them. Let me show you how I describe the moments of wow. Think delicious and think killer function. So on one end, you've got delicious user experience. UX is user experience to mobile people. So delicious. Steve Jobs once said, looking at buttons, he said, make them so delicious people want to lick them. So the user experience has to be delicious. On the other side, it has to be killer, a killer function. So you're standing there and all of a sudden you're getting data and information and video, whatever's in the moment right there. That's a killer function. So the first one, Google Earth. Who doesn't want to look at your house or where you are from space? You know, that's a great user experience and killer function. The second one, when you move over to gaming, mobile gaming, you're standing, let's say you're standing here at Villanova, but you're playing and shooting up zombies with somebody in Tanzania you never met before. How much fun is that, right? Another one, Vine, creating 6-second videos and doing it in moments and sharing it with your friends. And then last one, I happen to be a long-distance cyclist. So cycling, having my phone right there on the Strava app and watching my biometrics on my bike at the 50th mile. You know, that's delicious and killer function. Okay, let's go to hardware. Aren't you intrigued by this? Don't you want this on your arm? This is the iWatch. It's a rendition. It's rumored to be coming sometime in the first quarter. But this is what they speculate. So smartphones to iWatches and other things that you can wear on your body. But this is where it's going. Coming back to you, what can you do with delicious killer function with different devices on your body, in your world, in your lifestyle, in your work style? Google Glass. It causes a scene when I put on Google Glass. I have 50 people around me, and you know what people want to do? They want to try it, but they're more interested in getting a profile shot for Facebook, to have Google Glass on their face. But Google reached out to me and they said, Patrick, can you shoot PatrickTV using Google Glass? I said, absolutely. So they said, beta test us and give us feedback. So when I put it on Google Glass, I'm walking along or I'm filming PatrickTV, it's simple. I don't even have to touch it. I look up, I look down, it comes on. I say, Google Glass. All of a sudden, I've got my commands there. Okay, Glass, take a photo. Okay, Glass, take a video. Okay, Glass, share it on Facebook. And all these functions are happening without even touching it. Let me share with you something that I did this past weekend. My sister and I did a charity bike ride from Miami to Key West.
Thank you. We're coming into the finish line, 167 miles. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Kathy's in front of me. Jubilant, so excited that we finished.
Anyhow, you get it. Let me tell you, after 167 miles, I barely had enough strength to go, okay, Glass. Right? But once again, delicious user experience and killer function. Next, second enabler, models new and involved. What I mean by that, models, business models, organizational models, any kind of model that you've got, and busting them wide open. If I take an iPhone or an Android, it's capable of upending just about any category. For example, books, or cameras, or film, or yellow pages. So this is a category killer for sure. But what it also does is it creates new models, new ways to take your current business, your career, your hobby, and drive it to a new level in a new way with a new model. Let me give you one that's just one of the oldest models that was so ripe. I was just talking to somebody outside about this. An old taxi, $3,000 taxi with $1 million medallion on the hood. How do you make money with that kind of scenario? Well, this one was ripe when a couple millennials said, you know, there's got to be a better way. Let's build an app. We'll call it Uber. We can lock in on our choice of car, choose a Prius, for example. I get confirmation back from the driver. I link it to my credit card. I can split it between you and I get a receipt that comes back, and we're all set. Now, this business model is causing havoc all across the country for the taxi and limo commissions because it's cascading across the US and it's going around the world. Two millennials with a great idea using mobile. Next one, multipliers. This means how can mobile take what you're doing and cascade it to a whole different level? Think about the internet. 18 years ago, a lot of you weren't even thinking about this way back then. The internet, a browser goes from the desktop, reaches out to a website, and it comes back. It's very linear. A factor of 1,000, blow it apart with mobile, because mobile is about internet, 3G, 4G, the cloud, 1 billion apps, and a little thing called an API. An API is a magical packet that enables you to reach out. Let's say you're building an app or you're building a little company with mobile as your driver. You can reach out to any one of these APIs and bring back information or bring back video. They're free and they're open. The best one right there, Facebook. Anybody can tie into Facebook or Foursquare or YouTube. Here you've got Google. These are all the APIs. I'm telling you about these because if you're doing anything mobile, you can use these. And they're free and they're open. Whole different world versus the internet. Fourth one, engagement and activation technology. I'm involved with a company right now. I love this one, and it's breaking wide open in the next year or so. Imagine you're coming out of the Philadelphia train station or wherever you are, you're walking along, you see a Starbucks sign right there. Now, a bus shelter or a transit sign is about the oldest thing you can possibly imagine. It's a boring category with flat growth. That sign, when you put a little chip into the middle of it, it says, Tap here to order your Starbucks. You turn it into an interactive kiosk, a store right there, a store in your hand. So you walk along, tap, oh, skinny latte, yes. I walk 75 yards, it's sitting on the counter, and it's ready to go, already paid for with my Google Wallet, right? That's engagement activation for media. Now we've got engagement activation for retail. So imagine this. You're walking down the aisle and you come to the cookie aisle. It says tap here. You tap on a vanilla wafer piece of point of sale. Up comes a cookie. You eat it with your finger. You go like this, and it goes crunch, 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 and up comes a beautiful recipe. You can download that recipe. You can share it with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. You can look at other recipes. You can even go beyond and download the Kraft iFood Assistant app. Now, is this a big deal? Let me just give you an example. Kraft's norm for interaction like that is 3%. When people tap, 36% of those people did something. They downloaded, they shared, whatever. It blew apart the metrics. So that's retail being reinvented. Imagine if you put a buy one, get one free coupon on that. It would explode, right? Where you pick up the coupon, you walk to checkout, and you pay. Next one. In my hand, I have what's called an RFID chip. This little chip gets embedded right here on my World Cup USA jersey for Brazil. Or it could be a Giants jersey, or whatever team is your favorite. All of a sudden, I missed the game. Oh, I didn't see it. Tap. Oh, we won. And I'm watching the final score. Or I'm sitting in Dallas Cowboy Stadium, and I want to order a steak sandwich and a Heineken, tap on my Dallas Cowboy jersey, and up comes, oh yeah, I'll have a steak sandwich and a Heineken, and it's delivered right to my seat. This is where it's going, engagement activation technology, right? Simple stuff. Next one, show me the money. Let's face it, for a lot of people in this room, becoming a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever, like Snapchat is the goal. So monetization starts with your current business model or whatever you're doing, because mobile can drive your current business or your hobby or whatever. But there are other ways to do it. With apps, you can make money on apps, downloads, mobile video, mobile commerce. In the next 3 months, mobile commerce will triple. Why? Because people are very comfortable with eBay, Amazon.com, and other ways of buying. This is a whole new area breaking wide open. Mobile commerce. Another area, mobile payments. Google Wallet, ISIS, Square, PayPal. You will see so many forms of ways to pay. Now, paying quicker with your smartphone for a few more seconds isn't the big deal. But when you link it with engagement and activation technology, the idea that you can pick up coupons or do different things and pay all in one quick move, then all of a sudden it's very attractive. Okay, see, I've given you 5 enablers. But somebody says, you know, I'm more about the heart. I'm not concerned about money. Well, here's something I want to share. One more bonus secret. That little heart there is the important piece. I was invited to the Clinton Initiative, where they had 3,000 students around the world that were competing for $1 million from Bill, or his organization. But they were trying to solve world problems, students serving up case examples and their solutions. One of the things I saw was that they kept using mobile. That intrigued me. Here's an example, and my point is, you can put a heart into innovation along with the M. This is an organization, big TED topic, called One Laptop Per Child. The challenge here, even though they put millions of them out there, is how can you do it smarter, cheaper, with better content? Enter mobile. So this is social innovation with an M in it. So you design a great user experience that's connected, looks pretty delicious as well. It's under $100. And as it cascades across the world, imagine the impact on kids, communities, and countries. Look at the little boy, the little girl. How excited are they to open their first tablet with Android and connected to the rest of the world? So there's a heart along with the M. Now the opportunity is for you. What are you going to do to take mobile and catapult where you're going to go. Thank you very much.